COVID immunity at 48%.
Hey there, folks. I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Oral Reports. Well, folks, I'm glad we're back with Sofia the First Memory Lane, and since it's still April, we're going to look at a couple episodes where Sofia's best friend Clover is a central character, starting with one of my absolute favorite episodes. Airing on television on March 15th, 2013, this is Blue Ribbon Bunny. Now, on for the plot of the episode. Sofia decides to enter Clover in the Dunwich Village Fair pet contest, but after pushing a little too hard, Sofia discovers a few things about friendship when she ends up unintentionally hurting his feelings before the contest. No thanks to Amber advising her to choose a bunny named Ginger from the castle zoo. Anyway, what do I personally think of this episode? Well, this is another one of my favorite episodes from Season 1. And to further explain why, let's move on to Mustang Notes. Now, there's not a lot of trivia to talk about, but all I can say is that the moral of this episode is always stand by your friends, which is another thing I know how to do very well due to my good sense of loyalty. And trust me, if any one of my friends ever had a problem, I'll always be there to support them or stand up for them. As for the animation, well, the CGI animation by Toei is still great, and I think the Village Fair Pet Contest looks like a lot of fun. And while the blue ribbon may be a pretty common prize in my opinion, what makes it even better is that the winning pet and its owner gets to ride in the fair parade. Also, I like that this episode features familiar characters like Xandar, Hildegard, and Vivian, who entered their pets into the contest. Even Ruby and Jade appear in the audience. And there's also a few other characters like Amber's peacock Praline and James's baboon Frito, whom we later see again in a Season 2 episode. Oh, here's another fun fact. During the Floating Palace special, Clover makes a reference to this episode while he and Sofia meet Princess Una. And now, let's talk about the very best part of the entire episode, the title song, which just happens to be my absolute favorite in Season 1, Blue Ribbon Bunny. I'm serious, folks. Out of all the songs in Sofia's first season, this has got to be, without a doubt, the absolute catchiest and grooviest song ever. In fact, it feels very reminiscent to Psy's Gangnam Style song. Also, this song gets 2 reprises. Once, while Sofia tells Clover that he is still a blue ribbon bunny no matter what anyone else says, and the second reprise is during Clover's dance at the pet contest. And now, let's move on to the characters and their voice actors. Princess Sofia is once again voiced by Ariel Winter, known for voicing young Kairi in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Marina in Jake and the Neverland Pirates, a few of Thumper's sisters in Bambi 2, and Penny Peterson in Mr. Peabody and Sherman. The thing that I can say about Sofia is that she wants to do her best in the competition, but she doesn't realize it's hurting her friendship with Clover. Our titular blue ribbon bunny, Clover, is voiced by Wayne Brady, whom has been in that terrible food fight movie, along with Stuart Little 3 and Clifford's Really Big Movie. Now, I like that this was the first episode where Clover is the central focus. And to me, while Clover has a big appetite, he's extremely talented when it comes to dancing and catching blueberries, even with his ears. Next we come to Sofia's sister, Amber, voiced by Darcy Rose Byrnes, whom has been in the Desperate Housewives TV show and spirit riding free. Now, in my eyes, while Amber is trying to give Sofia some good advice, I didn't really like that Amber thought that Clover was too ordinary and plain, and she thinks that he doesn't really have what it takes to win the contests. And I also didn't like when she suggests Sofia to enter a better pet. Next we come to Vivian's pet dragon, Crackle, voiced again by Ellie Kemper, whom has been in Smurfs The Lost Village and The Secret Life of Pets movies. Now, I gotta say, it feels really good to see her and Vivian again after the Shy Princess previously. And to me, Vivian is no longer the shy, insecure princess she used to be, and while Crackle is still a loud, hyperactive, and outgoing dragon who loves to use her fire breath to cook things, I like that in this episode, Crackle has taught herself to ride a unicycle. Plus, I thought it was pretty harsh when Crackle told Sofia off for hurting Clover's feelings and choosing Ginger over him. Speaking of which, finally we come to Ginger, voiced by Megan Strange, who's not only known for voicing Robin, but she's also voiced Ruby in the Land Before Time TV show and the 14th movie Journey of the Brave. Man. Anyway, Ginger is a Snow White rabbit from the castle zoo who has a talent for whistling. Plus, she takes pet contests a bit too seriously. But I'm glad that she congratulated Clover after he became the winner. By the way, when me and my sister were kids, we both had pet rabbits for Easter, and Sabrina named hers Ginger, due to her fur being gingery. Still, it's sad that both our rabbits are deceased ever since my high school age. Anyway, let's move on to my final words. Overall, Blue Ribbon Bunny is a classical episode, and I'm happy that this was Clover's first star episode. And I think he was characterized very well. Same goes for Princess Sofia. Also, I like how the episode teaches a great lesson on how competition is about spending time with friends and not about winning. Plus, the title song is absolutely awesome. It was great seeing characters old and new at the time, and the humor is pretty spot on. As for my rating, I'll give this episode a Blue Ribbon 100%. Yeah, one character wasn't really that great, so what? Well, that's all for now. Be sure to join me next time as we jump ahead to another episode centered on Clover. Mustang Power.